Hello, my wonderful spirit guides. Today I'm going to be reacting to HIKARU UTADA, and the album is called Hatsukoi, I think. Yes, Hatsukoi. So HIKARU UTADA Hatsukoi. And I have reacted to HIKARU before because I reacted to Bad Mode. This is another Patreon request. I'm very much looking forward to it as I really did like Bad Mode. I don't know what this one's going to be like. I might check what the Patreon said and see if they've said anything about it. Okay, so the patron said, okay, I'm going to request Hatsukoi by HIKARU UTADA. It's the latest album she's done besides Bad Mode, and it's a little less electronic, but I find it to be just as stellar in quality. I have to be honest and say that a lot of these songs had to grow on me, but I could genuinely say that I've been playing them non-stop for the past few weeks. It's pretty much an entirely self-written and self-produced album, except for a feature here and there. I think you'll enjoy it. There's definitely some catchy pop melodies and structures, but also unusual rhythms and swing beats as well. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad I reread that because, yeah, that definitely intrigues me. So I'm absolutely going to go for it. If you'd like to become a patron, please do. There's so much fun over there. Links in the description. Follow me on Instagram. I shall follow you back. And like and subscribe and comment because I love reading your comments. If you would like to send me a tip just for the work that I do, that would be amazing too. Link in description. Thank you so much to everyone who has and everyone who is going to. So yeah, let's get into it. First song is called Play a Love Song. I'm not gonna have to fight with my hair so much because my hair's actually up today. Normally I'm like trying to make room for the ears, but I don't have to so much, which is good for my big pineapple head I've got going on. Can't find lyrics, translations. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to go type in song by song the lyrics to find the English translations. Not exactly what I wanted to do, as it's going to take a very long time and it kind of like takes away from the feeling of going with the flow of the album, but I'm going to make it good, okay? I'm going to make it work out, and it probably isn't going to be as hard as I thought. It's just obviously I'm so used to just having the lyrics in front of my face, easy, that I'm being a bit of a drama queen. But anyway, let's actually get into it and listen to the music, and I'll read the lyrics afterwards. Okay, that's cute. That's so cute. I love that drum. I do like that. It's so like fluttery, like, and pretty and colourful. It has like a Disney feeling, yeah, but not really. It's got a bit of a hyper pop feeling to it in a way. Like it's got a very like light bubblegum energy to it, where it's all like lifted, like you know, a bit of an A.G. Cook kind of feeling to it that I really enjoy. And it's nice that it's not just nice singing, because especially when I can't hear the words straight away, as in English, and it was just singing, especially for the first song. There might be songs like that where it's just vocals and piano and whatever, because when I don't understand a language, it's cool to be able to hear all the cool music underneath it, and I can hear it all together, the vocals, the music, and it doesn't really matter about the story yet. And she does sing half English, half Japanese, so it's not like I'm completely clueless. But yeah, I really like it. It's very pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. started and I was all in a big mood about the lyrics thing because I'm just silly like that. I was all like, oh, it's going to be really hard not being able to find lyrics if they're lyrically based, and I don't know. And then as it starts, it's very like sweet and ballady, and I'm like, how am I going to really flow with it? And there might be a song like that on the album, don't worry, I'm aware there might be, but that had so much going on and I was taken by surprise, and I'm so happy I was. It had so much like beauty to it, and when I said I liked the depth, it wasn't like this light pretty na 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 na, like the whole thing wasn't like this light feeling with no bass. It actually had a really nice bass that made it feel so depthy. It made it feel like nighttime too, with like beautiful colours kind of coming out like a jungle. Did I say this before when I reacted to one of her albums? I'm pretty sure one of her albums I only reacted to Bad Mode, but I swear there was a song where I was like, it felt like a moonlit like lake sort of lagoony thing. It's really weird because that image came shooting back as I heard this, and I was like, that's really weird, really weird. But yeah, I really just saw it all over again. But with slight differences, like I said, bright colours and so on, like birds, bright coloured birds and so on. Wow. Anyway, I'll have a look at the lyrics.
When I've been hurt, I reflect quietly alone. You read too much into that and struggle with anxiety.
Oh, and yeah, in the last album, she talked a lot about anxiety as well, and she talked a lot about someone else's like anxiety and how she didn't feel like she was there for them, but now she would be. I remember, it's all coming back. It's all coming back. It wasn't that long ago when I did the reaction, but still.
Anyway, hold me tight, don't let me go. Why we fight, I don't know. I don't know how other people are, but there's no ulterior meaning behind my words.
Oh, it's like she's still talking about the similar sort of thing. Like, maybe it's a theme she kind of talks about a lot, or maybe she's just, I don't know, this is just her personality.
The moment the long winter ends, I want to greet you with a smile. We act stubborn, but that's just so depressing.
Sorry, I'm just trying to kick my sandals off.
We act stubborn, but that's just so depressing. I've had enough of sad conversations. Please let me say that I love you. Can we play a love song?
Oh, so she's like being like, let's give it up. Let's give up the fight. Let's give up all the animosity between us because we love each other. Let's just act like it. Let's just be in love. And that happens a lot in relationships. I mean, I've had my fair share of times where I've gone, this is really stupid. What are we arguing about? Can we just stop now? And it's like, yeah, okay, that sounds good. And then we just stop. Because sometimes it's like not worth it.
Our worries about friends and the traumas in our personal life are merely notes on our still continuing history.
Still continuing history. If this is translated right, I love that. Yeah, it's like your history is like this big long scroll. That's cool. I really like that. But also still continuing history, maybe like bringing up things from the past, maybe, and continuing to keep going on about it. But it's like, why do you have to keep going on about it, you know? Let's stop worrying about it.
I don't know when my parents got like that. It's okay, but we'll go after this too. It's okay.
Ooh, so bringing something even more personal into it by being like, when my parents, you know, used to fight and stuff, like I don't know how it happened or when it started, but I know that I don't want to be like that. I want to get over things. I don't want to break up or it get ruined.
Let's try calming down for now. It does matter, but we're probably thinking too much about it. I've had enough of sad conversations. Let's eat, laugh, and then sleep. Can we play a love song?
Her lyrics are like, she's just talking, you know, like, let's try calming down. It does matter, but we're probably, you know, it's very matter of fact. It's like, it's not metaphoric or anything. She's really just telling you, let's do this, you know. Yeah, so it's easily relatable.
Come next to me, don't go anywhere, hold me tight and don't let go. I want to hug you close, as if saying I'll never leave you again. You can doubt me, but I've had enough of sad conversations. I even want to start telling lies. Can we play a love song?
Oh, so she's like, I'm fed up with the sad conversations. Let's just tell lies. Happy lies. you know? And in a way that's kind of covering it up, but it's just because they're so worn down from fighting all the time. It's like, let's have 5 minutes, maybe just an hour of being nice and we could go back to it. But right now, let's just stop. And I respect that. Ooh, yay, I found a website. I finally, on the same website I was looking at the lyrics, I kind of just did a little bit of a browse and I found that they have got every song on here. Oh, I'm so happy about that. Okay, this song is called Anata, I think. I hope I'm not reading the wrong song. That would be very awkward. Yeah, I think it's right. All right, let's go for it.
いない世界じゃ叶わないから他の谷間があなた以外何にもいらないがないよくは望まない終わり映え
Those vocal layers are so tight.
終わりになで下ろすこの胸をしてる人がいるくよくよただの数字が特別になるよ
Yes.
あなたと歩む世界美しいんだ人寄せぬ荒野の真ん中仕返したあなた以外
I really like this. It's really, I don't know, it's a vibe, isn't it? The strings, I can't. Her voice is so nice. The drums. Oh, it feels like you're kind of getting, you know? Pulse. Wow, they really get quite crazy towards the end. All consuming. Yeah, I like that vocal. Here we are. Yes. Okay, I could totally see like a full journey from like the stage where it felt so musical theatre, but it felt like rehearsal. And it's just someone on the piano and her singing under a spotlight and there's no one in the audience, it's a rehearsal. And as it all picked up, it just felt like she was walking into like, you know, the jungle came back again. I'm sorry, but it was there again. But it was daylight this time. And it was like, I could see these big trees like looming and it's all like sunny and like the lagoon thing is like all in daylight. And it felt like she was like walking down this like avenue of trees and then she like is going out into the sunlight and there's like, it's all like really happy and like everything, like animals and people are all just like smiling and by the water, like filling up water, or I don't know, it was just weird. But then I also saw kind of like a busy bustling street and her walking down it and people being like hi and like, you know, and her waving to them, like this kind of, it's a very communal feeling, like a bigger than life feeling of joy in a lot of ways. But I'm going to read the lyrics.
In a world without you, no wish would come true. So even if a valley of blazing hellfire awaits us, I want to protect you.
Wow.
I don't need anything other than you. Most problems are of no importance. I won't wish for much, so please God, please give me an unchanging tomorrow. There's someone relying on this heart, stroking it at the end of the day. This isn't the time to be moping. Oh, the ordinary numbers become important. The world I walk together with you is breathtakingly beautiful. In the desolate wastelands, you squeezed back my hand. I don't need anything other than you. Most problems are of no importance. I won't wish for much, so please God, please give me an unchanging tomorrow. I want to stay in this room a little longer, where the broadcast informing the wars start. and the activist's footsteps can be heard. Oh, the scent of my skin changes. Even if the era you live in is full of doubts and afflictions, the one shining bright enough to shake the lights in the clear night sky is you. No matter how many times I asked, I want to tell you an unchanging answer. No matter what they say, I can't help fearing your fate. Let's submit to your endless to our endless pain and continue the journey, darling. I have no place to go home to other than you. No, not on heaven or earth.
Wow. Where it starts, it feels like it's kind of like, oh, I just want to protect you, I love you, you know, I want an unchanging tomorrow, so meaning like I want each day to be the same, I want us to feel like this forever. But as it goes down, it sounds like interesting, like about war, and is it real war or a metaphorical war? Something kind of ominous about it, and scary and dangerous, I guess, and sad. So yeah, I'm kind of curious about that. And then, you know, when she says, let's submit to our endless pain and continue the journey, darling, I have no place to go home to other than you, not on heaven or earth. It's like, let's just stay in the war, stay in this pain. We've only got each other because the only home we have is each other. So let's deal with it, accept the pain, accept it. I don't know. Not entirely sure, but I am going to move on. The next song is Hatsukoi. That is so nice, her vocal and that register. This one feels so heartfelt, desperate even. Feels like running with the music. You can imagine her running to someone, and it's like they're running and running and running. That little guitar moment, just little, so delicate and simple, but adds so much. I'm so grateful for the violins. Wow. Wow. So big. So like an epic love. Wow. So interesting. I saw a lot happening there. The very first thing I saw, and listen, I followed the lyrics and then realised I finished reading the lyrics and she hadn't got to the I need you bit yet. So I was like, well, I read them fast because obviously the words in Japanese are kind of like longer than, like, are said longer than the words in English, and sometimes vice versa, I suppose. So I'm reading them all at different times, so I gave up on that. But anyway, what I'll tell you about the imagery is, yeah, I just saw, like, I imagined her as a teenager, and then like this other guy, kind of faceless, I can't remember, it was dark, and it was at night, and she was in this kind of like long, like flowing night dress, which is hilarious, like a white night dress, and like it's like she's just escaped from her bedroom, and then but the image I truly got, like, that's me just adding like context, well, escaping from the bedroom. I mean, I imagine she did, because what's a teenager doing out in the middle of the night on the road? But anyway, well, I can think of many things, but anyway, I digress. I imagined her running towards this guy that's on the other end of the road, but it's like in slow motion, so obviously it kind of went throughout the duration of the song, but then it flipped on me, right? So then I imagined her running, and for some reason, as it gets to this big bit, it's like she runs and then she's at the top of a waterfall and she's like, oh my god, like what do I do? And her love, the one that she loves, is in the water below going, come on, it's safe, jump in. And of course, that's a metaphor in itself, like, dive in, do I dive in? Do I jump into this relationship? Do I do that? And she's kind of like hesitant. And then, I know my brain is weird, but it flipped back to the road. And as she got to him towards the end, but not at the end, she kind of like went to hug him, but went through him. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? Like, it's like a love that she lost or something. Maybe because of the emotional vocals, it made me feel like maybe it's a loss of love. Like, maybe it doesn't turn out great, or she was too scared to really fall in love. Same reason why she didn't want to jump down the waterfall, but by being scared, she lost him. So that's how she went through him, because he wasn't really there. Music video idea, just in case. But other than that, I'm going to read the lyrics to see what comes across. I know it's not going to be anything like that because what I just came up with is quite elaborate. But anyway.
My chest loudly throbbing and my feet uncharacteristically paralysed, and the tears quietly going down my cheeks. They tell me now that this is my first love.
Okay, so I knew it was about a first love anyway because I saw it said first love somewhere. I think I saw it when I was trying to look for lyrics. And then she goes, I need you, I need you, I need you.
Humans, all of us, of course, fall in love. I've always thought that. But if I hadn't met you, then I don't think anyone would have ever made me feel like this.
Oh, God. And this is where I kind of... Oh, yeah. And then I read this bit when I was listening to the music. My chest loudly throbbing and my feet starting to run on their own. No, I didn't read this bit. And my tears certainly going down my cheeks. They tell me now that this is my first love. Why is she running? Is she running towards her love? Or am I getting too crazy? Right. Then she says, I need you, I need you. Then she says,
I used to blame others for what I couldn't do anything about and pretended to accept them all the time. If I hadn't met you, then I probably would have just kept on living, not knowing the reason for being born.
Oh, so she's saying that, like, this person is the reason she was born in a way.
Now I want to offer myself. So weak I get hurt by a single word. A season that I will never again come, tried to mark the end so clumsily. The things I want, I can see them where I can reach them. There's no way I can't chase after them. Is that right? The truth is, no one knows. The treetops sway, blown by the wind, and stretch where the sunlight shines. We were pleased with the small things and also hurt by the small things, my chest throbbing maddeningly, the rain hitting my shoulders gently, and my tears overflowing though I hold them back. They tell me now that this is my first love. I need you.
Okay, so in a way, what I was hearing is, seeing is kind of along the theme of what the song is about. Also, there was rain. I said there was rain. Did I? Well, I saw rain. Also, the treetops sway, blown by the wind and stretch where the sunlight shines. That's interesting, because in another song I was saying about how there's like trees and then behind the trees was sunshine. I know it's a bit different. But yeah, so she just very much loves this person and is actually ready to be with them, I think. But she says, so we could get hurt by a single word. A season that'll never come again, tried to mark the end so clumsily. I wonder what that means. I don't know. Maybe she was saying, like, you know how people have summer boyfriends, winter girlfriends, you know, stuff like that. Is she saying, like, she didn't mean to fall in love, but she did, and now when the season is over, but she still wants to be with them? I don't know. But anyway, beautiful song. Very, like, it had a desperation to it, like this kind of like, I need you. Well, obviously she's saying I need you, but it felt like this running. Of course, it felt like the running. It felt like she was running to the person she loved. There's nothing else I can say. Okay, very beautiful. Next one was called Chikai, I think. interesting. That drum is interesting. Feels really pushed. I love that layering, and it's like pan to both sides. I really like that. Like brilliantly epic they get towards the end. That's like my favourite bit. Does she play piano? I'd like to know. Okay. My least favourite so far. And that's just me being honest. It was my least favourite. It didn't have super special feeling. I was kind of tired listening to it. Addy? Adam? Hello? Oh, could I have a coffee, please? But yeah, I've just got the old husband, he's not my husband, but I call him my husband, to get me a coffee because I'm quite tired. Sometimes when I do hear like specific songs, it like brings on the tiredness. However, I was already tired before, like way tired. And I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna do the video anyway because I've been a bit slack recently. Well, I haven't, I've just been working really hard on things, like other things. But yeah, that one, it's, you know, what I really appreciate though, is they start kind of slow and then they're gonna end in this epic way, which I really do adore and I'm so grateful for. So I found myself towards the end kind of liking things more, like the drum, like that big like crash sound was really nice. Also the drum beat was interesting, but I got bored, you know, quickly from it with the rest of it. It sounded a little bit, I don't like to say this, but it sounded a little bit whiny, like a little bit like, and it was just constant. It just felt, yeah, I didn't get any emotion from it really. And again, I say that as someone that can't understand the lyrics straight away. I have to read them afterwards. Maybe it would be different if I could know what the song was saying straight away, but that's why I'm going to look into them now. So I think Chikai means oath. I'll read it.
I don't know about fate, but I've got no choice but to accept its existence now.
I get that.
Am I really good enough like this? Hey, am I good enough? I don't want you to get my hopes up too much.
You know, I don't really have to describe what the lyrics mean because they're kind of obvious, but I'll read through them and tell you like my thoughts, obviously.
This very days without lies and falsehoods. This very days without lies and falsehoods. It's an ideal day for an eternal oath. I don't need pretty flowers or witnesses. Let's wear rings with the same colours. I can't help but be annoyed. It's so lame, but I want to sleep, clinging to you every day. I won't make promises anymore. Those are for making others happy. What I say now isn't second-hand. It's not a promise, but an oath. I can't return to when I was a liar. Let's go with the rings with colours of the morning sun. Let's dance, our heartbeats becoming one. Let's celebrate being alive in this moment. At times I can't hold back my tears, but there's no deep meaning or anything special in them. It's just that suddenly I recall the past. Light flows in from the open door. I want to stay by your side forever after this too. There's been no other choice for me since long ago. This very day is without past or precedents. It's an ideal day for our oath. I don't need pretty flowers or witnesses. Let's wear rings with the same colours. Kiss me once, kiss me twice, just once isn't enough. Kiss me once, kiss me twice, please give me you.
Okay, so, and then it says, let's listen to the sound of the rising sun, shoulder to shoulder. Let's make an oath to live together. Okay, cool. It kind of sounds like some sort of, not a wedding, but like a vow renewal, like another wedding, you know, the second wedding sort of situation. It sounds like she's making a promise to be with this person. Again, there's parts of it that feel like she promises to be with them because there's nothing else for her, or they can't go back to anyone else, or they can't be with anyone else because they are each other's home. They're so used to it and they just want to get along. It's very much carrying on the theme from before, but she's saying, you know, this isn't a promise, this isn't an oath, like I commit to thee, you know, and we don't need pretty flowers or witnesses. Let's wear the same rings with the same colours. Maybe that just means like, let's be on the same page, same colours, let's be completely together as one. Let's communicate and mirror each other. And they don't need all the fancy stuff. They just need each other and this promise to each other. I think that's what I got from it anyway. Also, I've been doing so much faffing around that we're only on song 5. Well, 5 next. And I've already been recording for an hour. Literally, this is going to be a nightmare for me to edit, but not so much because it'll just be lots of empty gaps of me looking confused, looking for things and asking for coffee and being weird. So also, if my eyes get tired or my eyes, you know, I think I've said before, but the light, daylight, like when it's this kind of colour outside, it's like this white, it's like white outside, if that makes sense. It's not blue sky, it's not grey, it's white. It really, really, really hurts my head badly, and my eyes. I'm a vampire, okay? So I might put these on. Oh yeah, that already feels so much better. And I don't feel like they block my reaction too much because you can see my eyes, and yeah, I'll try and keep the eyebrows in because they are very expressive, aren't they? These sunglasses are rather obnoxious, but it's really not for the fashion, it's for the brain. I look actually mental. Thank you.
That's all right. Love you very much.
Love you too. All right. Okay, I have got my iced coffee and I'm ready to go. Okay, so this song is called Forevermore. I think that's the song I'm on. I don't want to get it wrong. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let me have a sip of this. Almond milk iced coffee. Perfect. Right. Forevermore. Put them on when I'm reading. They're my reading glasses. I like her vocals in this register probably the most. It's like velvet. Oh, see, I love that. Those drums feel so like an ocean. Keys. Oh, so different to each other. Like the colour of this bed suits this kind of look I got going, right? It has this red kind of look and a very dark kind of black and red with the vocal. Her vocals are like this gorgeous bronzy velvety kind of colour to it. And then when it goes into the other bit, it feels like an ocean, and like the you know, those little like keys feel like little seashells or something, and then whatever it was doing, it was almost like stars in the sky. It just had like this very beautiful wishy-washy feel with, and the reason being with the cymbal going giving it that like real ocean sound. But then this bit's got more of that like, you know, give me a bit of like a Mozart or like Bach or Beethoven sort of dun, 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 you know, the stabs, and like the way it moves is more dramatic. So it's almost like this dramatic, like kind of this feeling, passion, into like this breezy calm, and it's really cool. But none of them are too intense. That reminds me of something. Oh, that vocal. I love this bit. Staccato. That's what I'm talking about. This is perfect. Favorite. That is my favorite one. Absolutely no doubt about it. My favorite. It was perfect. It had everything I wanted, and when it got to that bit where I was like, this is what I'm talking about, it all just, oh, I don't even know how or what happened, but it was just like it all pulled back, and then it was just more rhythmic with little bits coming in, like and then like a little string moment, like, oh. And then it all builds up again, builds and builds. And the way it ends is it's kind of like, you know, I was talking about the ocean, but then I just saw like a luminous blue lagoon again. I think I keep going back to this fucking image. I don't know why, but it's just kind of encased in this image now. I don't know if that's just my brain today, but it just keeps coming back. It keeps coming back. Keep associating it or something, I don't know, but yeah, very, very like a bright blue though, like in the night sky, bright blue, like it was almost lighting up. Well, it was lighting up from like the algae or something. Wow, that was like intensely cool, because it was weird because there was the black and red elements, but then also like the seashell, sandy blue elements, like alongside each other. And whereas that doesn't sound very nice, it was very interesting and very cool to watch. Right, I'm gonna look at the lyrics.
Avoiding the main street overflowing with people heading home sure-footed. As I plugged my ears with broken earphones, I started to mutter your name. There isn't any replacement for you. Even if you betray me, only this won't change. I love you, and though I'm so heartless, you're the only one who always tightens my heart like this. Oh, others come and go, but you're in my soul forevermore. It's forevermore, it's forevermore, it's forevermore so. Friends come and go, clothes go in and out of fashion, but what makes me me isn't a sense of values ingrained in me or the personal preferences I've acquired. You taught me that. I'm not afraid of my end, for even if I'm reborn, I won't forget. I love you, being all alone is becoming of me, yet unable to see you today again. You're the only one who makes me cry. Oh, and others come and go, but you're in my soul forevermore. These marks of love are forevermore, unable to wait for the last moment. I can say just this, forevermore, I love you. Anything else is nothing but an aside. I love you, you're the only one I do, but you're in my soul forevermore.
Okay, so maybe they've broken up or something. Yeah, maybe they've broken up or something, and she's saying, you know, even though I'm reborn and I'm single and I'm meant to be over you, I'm reborn and I feel better. I will never forget you. I'll always love you forever. Broken up or not, like, I love you. So it sounds a bit like that, like she's just thinking of this person that she loves, even though it might be that they've ended and they're just a memory now. Okay, right, next song is called Too Proud. Okay. Feat Javon.
What do you think?
I like this feel already.
I guess the honey's really saying what I think.
Oh my god, that's so good. It's like bubbles. Ooh. And now it's quite bright. I love that running up the scale. Bubbles, literally bubbles. That's so cool. That guitar is beautiful.
She don't love me like the way she used to love me. Whoa, it's like I get too close and she refused to hug me. Whoa, why you deleting all your messages? Were you hiding on your phone? No, I don't trust your honesty.
I really like
Love
this.
You won't wanna see. It's okay to say that you needed your own space. But wait, one thing I gotta say, I'm so done with the game. So you changed, I can see it in your face. How I gotta take the blame when I'm the one that's in the rain. Yo, all these tears keep falling on me. No more late nights falling on me. No, I fell into your tears and let it drown me. Cause I'm too proud to be too proud. I say it proudly.
That's really good.
That one of us will die tomorrow. Would that change things?
Oh, it's cool. I really like that one as well. And I love the rap. It was actually really like the lyrics. Like it really fit the theme of the whole album and the song, of course, being too proud. And what I liked about it is the rap over the top of that bubbly beat was really different. It like had like a really cool feel to it, and then it kind of moved to a more like generic hip hop beat, but I wouldn't call it generic in a bad way. I mean just like your typical sort of sound, which I actually really like. I thought that was such a good song. I'm gonna read the parts that UTADA has said.
I don't know, what do you think? I guess I'm not saying what I really think. What if I did? I don't want to be rejected. Well, I guess I reject you all the time, so what am I saying? What if we pretend that one of us will die tomorrow, or that we're strangers? Would that change things?
And that's what it said at the end as well. I found that interesting. It's like two people who do know each other very well coming together in a romantic sort of way, but it's kind of awkward. They're too proud to let down their guard, but they're both saying, well, let's pretend we're strangers. Let's pretend we'll die tomorrow, so this is the last time we get to do this. Literally because of pride.
Okay, and then she says, after our good night, I look at your back, turn towards me, and recall zoo animals. How many years has it been since we started eating and sleeping together? An untouched subject. The ways I console myself are growing, day by day. The dancers are fools and the watchers are fools. We are all fools, so why not dance sometimes?
That's kind of cool. It's like, you know, we're all fools anyway, so why don't we just like get on with it and dance sometimes? And like, why don't we act like it? Why don't we play into that? So like act like fools by falling into bed with one another, whatever, who cares? Why don't we just do it?
It's not good if we have too much, but how about having nothing at all? What we need is needed. It's just the weather today. Pride. But I'm too proud. Rather than those beside me, I just want to be touched by the gazes of those I don't know.
Okay, so like, rather than those who are close to me, you know, I'm too proud to kind of be romantic with them, but if it's someone I don't know and they're looking at me, then I feel more in a like a you know, flirty way. Then she feels more confident, maybe, something like that. If she doesn't really care about the person, then she's like, whatever, I'll do whatever. But if she likes the person, then she's more like kind of modest or something. I'm not sure. Then it goes on to the rap, but I'm not going to read through the whole thing because this video is already going to be so long, but I obviously heard the words anyway in English, and like I said, I really liked it. Alright, next song is called Good Night. I no, this better not make me sleepy. Sounds kind of familiar. I love the piano on this side, guitar on this side.
楽しげに 久しぶりに
Sounds so familiar. Oh, I love the drums here. So organic. Oh, that's really nice. And sorry, I just got it in my head. What's it called again when a chord lands and it like helps go into the next one? I need to look it up. I can't think of it, but I just thought it's like a chord transitioning. It's like when you go from something that transitions to the next like set of chords, and a way it's like goodbye. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna look into it when I'm editing because otherwise I will definitely take another hour. But I love it. Where it's like bloom, very jazzy, very. I love it. This bit is so incredible. Oh my god. Sharp. Oh my god, it's so good. Feels, I don't know, feels so like wholesome. It's a little like nostalgic moment. That's why it feels wholesome. It just feels like that surge. Just adding more to it. Oh, see that's another favourite. Definitely. I still want to know what it means when you end on a nice chord though. I'm still trying to look for this bloody thing and I'm really not meant to, but it just sounds so good. I really like it. When it like, I think it's just as a transition, if any. I mean, I think I'm being like trying to be too artsy fartsy, specific, technical head, when really it's just a chord transition. Who knows? Or a cadence. I don't know. I'll look into it later though. But yeah, I love that one. It had a little rocky moment, kind of like indie rock moment. It felt kind of wholesome and nostalgic. I love the bit when it's just like really, really like that bit. And then when it comes in with the whatever it did, but I loved it. Okay.
So it says, the dust flutters about cheerfully. I opened the album for the first time in a while. Hello, hello, world that you watched. The solution of its riddles never ends. Goodbye, 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 good night. You close your eyes defensively, but you don't invite anyone to your dreams. Hello, I'm not a memory, I hate goodbyes. Let me tell you about myself recently, about myself recently, about myself recently.
In a weird way, it's kind of like complicated. I don't know. Like the hello, I'm not a memory is interesting. Like I'm not a memory. It's like she's saying I'm not a memory. I'm actually here. You know, and it's like she's saying I hate goodbyes in the sense of like she doesn't want to say goodbye, or when she said goodbye before, it never really means goodbye because she doesn't agree with full endings of goodbye, if that makes sense. And then she says, let me tell you about myself recently. So she's met up with this person again and she's going to tell them about what she's been going through and so on. Maybe, I don't know, but I like this song. All right, next song is Pakuchii No Uta. I don't know how that is said, but let's do it. Can't believe she's like composed and arranged and written all these. What is this little number? The tone of the guitar is really nice and warm. And now I feel like that's one of my favourites. Forevermore, Good Night, and Pakuchii Bak Bak. Oh my god, that was so good. Perfectly jazzy, perfectly stripped back, perfectly cute, perfectly fun, perfectly different. Pakuchii Bak Bak Bak. Oh. The drums, everything. All right.
Coriander chomp chomp, coriander chomp chomp, coriander chomp chomp, chomp chomp, coriander.
It says that, it literally does. How random, but okay, let's keep going.
I could never grow to hate you, even if I get insulted for it. I'll feign ignorance. A recital begins in the summer garden. Today might be the sun's birthday. Let's make him a curry and say congratulations.
It feels like a celebration for the sun in the garden. I could never hate you, even if I get insulted for it. Maybe that's about a person, though. Oh, I don't know.
Green, a terrible liar and gentle. You were taught that gloomy, rainy days are important too, right? You'll learn this when the time's right. Come to my place today. Once you cry, you'll realise that you're really hungry.
What? What does this all mean? Okay, maybe it's all big metaphor. You know, the weather being like sunny, happy, and rain, sad, you know, so something's going on there.
Coriander chomp chomp, Pakuchii Bak Bak.
Okay. Oh, that's going to be in my head all day now. I loved it. I loved it. All right, let's move on. I loved it. I loved it. Right, I said let's move on. God. Right, okay, next song was called Nokoriga. Nokoriga? 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 I don't know. Let's do it. Big old organ sound. I think these are coming on again, by the way. Ooh. Very clear. I always find it interesting that organ has such a low, gravelly, rumbly, thick sound. It's not thick in the sense of like it feels dense. It actually feels like a tubular sound with lots of moving pieces inside it. Like it can't, you know, it's very like like that. But then it goes. Then it was like ooh, and everything felt very light and like, you know, like shallow. It's interesting. Not a lot of, you know, the EQ on the drums are kind of high. Her voice is gorgeous. What I will say is interesting, in the verse she's like and like the EQ on the instruments are like light, and she's going a little bit lower in parts. As soon as that organ comes back in, she goes high. It's balancing the EQ because the organ's low, so she's like and it makes, you know, it sound really nice in the mix. It's she's thought about, obviously. Those atmospheric sounds are so interesting. Again, it's like water. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. Bringing that back in for like a little second there. Yes. Do you know what? That song should have bored me. I'm sorry. It should have bored the hell out of me. It should have made me tired. It should have made me go, okay. Ugh. But I loved it. I loved it. I loved the different placement of the vocals. Like I said before, I do prefer her vocals in a lower range. I do. I don't know why. I just like them more. Because I feel like when she starts singing high, it stays high for a long time. But there was so much going on in the music with the vocal. It just made sense. All those like water sounds. It sounded like yelling, maybe like a beach day or maybe a TV show. It even sounded a bit like war. It sounded like war as well again, which maybe isn't so happy, but there was weird feelings of war. I don't know why, but again it had like this easy breezy sound. The drum beat just went along so nicely. I don't know, I really liked that. I really did, and I'm surprised that I did, because I really don't think I don't know why I do. That sounds awful, doesn't it? Why do I like that song? Well, I've told you the reasons why, but let's see. It's called Lingering Scent in English.
I've learned that even things that cannot be broken sometimes break by mistake. Just now, in my room, I searched for your lingering scent and your warm shoulders and your warm shoulders. I thought about believing, even in what's unproven around, when a small night of an unknown town ended. I forgot about the half-drunken wine and dreamt with tipsy you. I miss you.
Okay, so basically, it just feels like, you know, like I said, some of these translations might not be completely correct, and that's okay. I basically work around it anyway. It just sounds like she's on her own and she's dreaming of this person that she misses and loves, and she's searching her room for his scent. You know, she's trying to find a t-shirt with the scent of him, them. But, you know, she's looking for the scent of them. She misses them. It's simple and it's beautiful. All right then, next song. I'm really enjoying it. Now I've had this coffee. It's all changed. Yeah, I feel so good. Okay, next one is called Oozora De Dakishimete. Oh, okay. Oozora De Dakishimete. Dakishimete. Oozora De Dakishimete. That definitely sounded hilarious, but yeah, let's do it. I like it. I love it.
帯の改札口町で色づき始め今日
Oh my god, I love it.
行きたい気の
So
見え
cute.
る場所へ 飛んでいけたら大空で抱きしめた怒ってるかなその日がまた会えたとしたら
Oh, wow, that is...
にキスをしていかれないなら
Oh, it's so unique.
涙で目が
I love it.
月曜日の朝いそうあの頃のまま
So whimsical.
青空で
Airy fairy.
待ちぼには
The
笑
harmony
顔
there.
で純なあなたが誤解
It's
するか
such
ら
an interesting
おしゃ
combo.
べり
It's an interesting combo again because it's the beat a boom, cha, a boom, boom, cha, but then a dun 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 with like a harpsichord sort of sound. It feels like Teardrop by Massive Attack. Da, 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 da. You know, it sounds like that song. So it has this weird somber feeling with that sound where it makes you feel like sadness and almost I can see rain, and it's a very gold colour. But then with the drum beat, a boom, makes you want to move at the same time. So it's like, it is a sad bop, yes, but it's confusing because I feel really sad when I hear it. It like confuses my brain actually. But I like it.
いつの日がまた会えたとしたら
And with that like bassy sound, it almost adds like an intensity of emotion, almost danger or anger. It's a very emotional song. It's kind of moody. Wow, that was powerful. I really like that one as well. Oh my god. It's so like, that one had like every emotion in it. It literally felt like that to me. Like it felt emotional in so many ways. It had like joy, sadness, anger, desperation, pain, danger, excitement, love. Oh my god, it was mad. But I'm going to read.
The ticket gate on a clear Sunday begins changing colours in the people waiting for someone.
I don't know what that means.
I feel like going somewhere far off today, to a place I can see in the sky.
Oh yeah, it also had like really calming moments, didn't it? Whimsical, ethereal moments. God, that really had everything. Sorry, my eye. if we could fly in the clouds, and that makes sense because it was all airy.
If we could find the clouds, then just embrace me in the heavens. I wonder if you're still angry, but I can't help but be stubborn.
So there is anger, then there's the heavens. So she's talking about the feelings and things I was saying.
If I could see you again someday, then just kiss me without saying it's our last. If I can only see you in my dreams, then just embrace me until morning.
That's kind of sad. Like in the dreams, just give me a hug in my dream until the morning. I really like that lyric.
On Monday morning, I woke up with tears. I got ready in a hurry.
And there's the sadness, look.
I'm still as I was in those days, waiting in vain in the blue sky. By the time the summer flowers are falling, then come greet me with a smile.
Oh, see, that's that whimsical bit again. You could definitely tell, like, when these bits are written, I could hear the breezy kind of beautiful, pretty bits.
So innocent, you misunderstand me. So shut up, my chatty self. We've both been hurt, so just embrace me and don't grumble about it.
Again, that kind of like frustration, passion, and whatever.
If I can see you again someday, then just bother me once more. If I can only see you in my dreams, then just embrace me until the morning. I know that it's my greed, but just kiss me without saying it's our last. If I can only have you in my dreams, and don't disappear, you're soaring stars.
Sad and beautiful. Ah, I loved it. I felt so much emotion in it, which is perfect for a song about love, considering love has about 1 million emotions inside of it. Love has a lot of symptoms, okay? Now we have got Yuunagi. It's got double U, so it's like Yuunagi. Just tell me if I'm being offensive. I'm not trying to be. I'm trying to say it the way it's meant to be said. But you know what I mean. I'm trying to get the accent right. Okay, and it means evening calm. Right, let's go. Okay. Vulnerable. I really like that. Ooh.
鏡のような小舟がキスを全てが願いなく必ず
This bit reminds me of Spelling, the turning wheel. I hate the boys at school or whatever it was. I love that song. Oh, that's cool. Me pretending to play the piano. What? Sorry, I got really into my eyes were just closed and I was just like, like I know how to play that. I really don't. Sorry, but ever since I put these sunglasses on, I've just felt like so much better because I haven't got a headache, of course. I know it might be blocking my face a bit, but I feel comfortable like this, and obviously you'll get a better reaction that way. But oh my, again, oh. I feel like something happened. We got to Forevermore and then I just started loving all the songs. How did this happen? And I liked the first 2 songs as well, didn't I? Was it first 3 songs I liked? I didn't like the 4th one very much. From Forevermore onwards, I've loved. That's so cool. And now it's the last freaking song, but I'll read this quickly.
A small boat leaves behind a gash in the mirror-like sea. Everything, without exception, will certainly one day end. Even after this will remain unchanged. How many years has it been since you and I spent such a calm moment? I embraced your body so I wouldn't drop it. It had become so small. Indeed, indiscriminately, everyone follows the constant laws, even without hastening, always. Everything without exception will unexpectedly end at any time. The waves return and disappear. Without exception will certainly head somewhere. It's the same as it's always been.
Oh, that's really pretty. Yeah, I love that one a lot. It had such a gorgeous flow to it. Remember earlier on I was like, oh, I'm really worried about there being like super slow ones because I won't know the lyrics and I won't feel it. But it literally doesn't matter because the music is so encapsulating. Like I feel completely like inside of it and I love it. I love it. But anyway, we're at the 2-hour mark. I don't think I've done an album reaction this long for a while, but that's mainly my fault, okay? But well, it's definitely not your fault. I mean, I've just been faffing. Right, okay, so this is the last song and it's called Shittosarerubeki Jinsei. If I could have the superpower, it would be to speak every language in the world. Okay, let's do it. This is the finale, so it better be bloody good. Well, it feels like it is already. Okay. I just wanted to say very quickly before we end this, like, what is it about, you know, you can get instruments you like, right? So you can get a guitar, but if a guitar has a shitty tone, it's almost unbearable, like when it has no feeling in it. But then you get certain sounds like this, dun, dun, dun. It feels so depthy. It feels nostalgic again. This feels like the beginning of like old, like not vampire movie, like The Craft or something, or like Buffy the Vampire Slayer or something like an old supernatural drama TV show movie. It feels like. Anyway, sorry, I'll go back. But I love that sound so immediately. Love it. It gives me like old school, maybe 90s Madonna. Look, I don't have a ponytail often, let me do what I want. She always has something that surprises me. She's got such good rhythm. I wonder what like inspires her, you know? I want to know her inspiration. A lot of jazz, obviously. That's an interesting sound. It reminds me of a hospital. That rhyme. layering. I love how it all comes together at the end and like almost adds everything from the song in, but in such a tasteful way. Oh my lord. Let me just save this screen recording. I really wasn't sure, you know, when I read the Patreon message, like, you know, they said, I don't know what I think about it at first. And then now they love it. I was like, oh, what if I feel that way? What if I don't like it very much? And yeah, I have to admit there was a couple songs near the start where I was like, I like it. It's cool. It's fun. Oh, I love it. Yeah, like it's nice in like little moments I loved and really liked. But then there was that one song that I was like, and obviously I was getting quite tired, so like that really affects me a lot of the time. But then I had my coffee, and coffee and the sunglasses changed everything. Thank God for sunglasses and coffee. But yeah, oh God, I don't know, what do I say? Oh yeah, I haven't even looked through the lyrics of this. I'll just read through them on my own. Oh, interesting. It's kind of like, sounds like she's like, again, it's like, I'll be married to you forever. You know, I don't remember the beginning and so on like that, but it feels endless, like they've just been together forever and like it was a life to be envied, she said. I was happier than anyone else. So it's like, even if it's like they're married, but there's almost like a separation. But she's saying they'll meet again and get back together, or I don't know. It like the whole obviously album follows this theme of this love that feels a little bit rusty, a little bit broken, but they're fighting to get it back and they're accepting that they're going to be together forever, so why can't they just be happy, sort of thing. That's what the whole theme kind of felt like to me. But yeah, gorgeous. Okay, but yeah, like, album wise, I don't know what my favourite one is anymore because there was too many good ones. It's weird, the first 4 are the most popular, even though every song has like over 1 million listens, so they're all like quite popular. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, I suppose that makes sense. They are quite like, you know, let me actually have a look at listen to the first one, because I feel like I'm being critical about the top 4 when I actually liked some of the top 4, but I've forgotten that I liked them. So hang on. Oh yeah, so the first one had that like hyper pop light feeling. I did like that. Second one, oh yeah, that one had like the stage feeling and it's almost like the bustling kind of town. Yeah, I like that too. I don't love it as much as the other ones still though. I don't. The first 2 I like, okay? The third one had that like desperation, the running towards each other feeling. I like that. I did like in the moment I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I like that too, but I still didn't know what was to come. Then we had, yeah, didn't like number 4. Sorry. And then we got hit with the tide of love. Whoa. You know, it just suddenly all hit me and I was like, okay, I'm obsessed. Sorry, what? Oh, so yeah, I really enjoyed that. Thank you so much to the Patreon who requested this. We are 2 hours and 13 minutes in. So this is going to be a bit of a crazy one to edit. I hope you understand if it's not out right away, but I'll try and get it done as soon as possible. But yes, I shall see you next time. And yeah, bye.